Hello explorers, welcome back to another episode of Jurassic World Alive. Today is Wednesday, and today we are looking for Stiggy Moloch, the Epic Dinosaur. I am in Fullerton, California. We've got a lot to talk about, so let's just get on into it. Now it's time to create our dinosaur because this is a new Dinodex entry for me. I will say that the reason why I have so much DNA is not because the third darting session that you didn't see, because I forgot to turn on my screen recorder, was absolutely phenomenal. In fact, that absolutely wasn't the case. It was pretty average, just like the first two you saw. I will say that Stiggy Moloch is one of the more difficult dinosaurs that I've ever tried to dart. So keep that in mind if you haven't gone out before watching this video and you are going to try to dart your Stiggy Moloch. Just know, I don't know if it translates in the video or not, but this one was very difficult to throw darts at. A lot of small targets to hit, erratic movements, fast movements. So be prepared for that. I highly recommend taking the time to go shoot a few darts at other dinosaurs before you take on your 3 attempts at Stiggy Moloch. The reason why I have so much DNA is because I purchased the incubator that was only available on Monday for a short time. Now typically I don't buy these incubators because they're not a great value for your hard cash, but in this one situation I'm glad that I did, especially because it was removed. There was no reason given and it wasn't announced that it would be removed, so I don't know why it was taken out of the shop. And now it's time to create this Epic Dinosaur. You go to your team, you scroll all the way underneath your My Team and then My Dinosaurs, and you tap on the one that is ready to go. So I am going to create Stiggy Moloch. That's such a cool animation, right? Like, it really is pretty cool. You can see the health of 1775 and the damage of 597. And if I had just gotten 9 more DNA, I could have leveled it up to 12. And actually, that is going to level me up to level 9, which is always nice. Now that I have unlocked the Stiggy Moloch, let's go over the stats on this dinosaur. It does have a hybrid of a Paramoloch. Don't know anything about that one. If you'll notice its speed rating of 129, that is going to tie it for the 5th fastest dinosaur in the game, which is very nice because the health of 1775 as its base is going to be the 2nd highest base for that grouping of dinosaurs that are all in there between the 132 and the 129s, and the damage base of 597 is not bad. You do have a 5% critical chance and no armor. Now here's the confusing part about Stiggy Moloch. It has 3 moves. The minor stunning strike, which is going to deal 1 times damage, and it has a 15% chance to stun for 1 turn. Its next attack is impact and run, which is going to deal 1.5 times damage and is an automatic swap. It's got a cooldown of 1 and a delay of 1. And then finally its 3rd move is instant charge. Instant charge is going to act first, deal 1 times damage, guaranteed stun for 1 turn with a cooldown of 2 and a delay of 2. Now this kind of presents some problems for this dinosaur. This dinosaur really suffers from an identity crisis. The problem is, in order to utilize this dinosaur, you're going to need to use 2 minor stunning strikes first, which means you're going to have to bring in this dinosaur after one of your dinosaurs had fainted, hopefully against a slower, tankier type dinosaur, in order to get both of those off. Because if you can't survive 2 strikes, then you're not going to be able to utilize this dinosaur to its fullest potential. But now let's say that you are able to get off both of your minor stunning strikes. You are setting yourself up to be in a really nice position of dropping an instant charge because you're going to go first and it is a guaranteed stun, and then following that up with an impact and run, get this dinosaur out, and then get something a little bit better to finish off, say like one of your raptors. And having said all that, it is time to take Stiggy Moloch into battle. I do have a battle incubator ready to open, so let's see what we get out of this one. 300 coins, 10 darts, 169 Allosaurus, and 18 Perusaurus. Also, one thing that I did forget to mention, you are not going to be able to get Stiggy Moloch out in the wild after this event. It is in fact an arena exclusive dinosaur that you unlock with 1,000 trophies. So if you are newer to the game, 1,000 trophies is pretty easy to achieve, and then you will have the opportunity to pick it up in a battle incubator. All right, so we found a battle. and we have our Stygimoloch as an option. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open with our Stegoceratops, I believe. These little Diplocalus are super annoying. They've got some kind of move that messes up your damage even after you switch, or even after they switch out to another dinosaur. I was using a T-Rex one time and I hit back-to-back critical moves on, I don't even know what it was, Monophosaurus or something like that, and it received 0 damage off of 2 critical hits. I could not figure out what was going on there. But we are going to get the first knockout. He's going to bring in his Velociraptor, which is actually good because we're going to get a chance to use Stygimoloch here. There we go. We're going to go down, which means that Velociraptor, I can't use my Velociraptor here. We're going to swap out because his Velociraptor was going to use Strike and then follow that. Now I should be able to finish off Allosaurus. Perfect. T-Rex. I don't know. Like, I want to use my Stygimoloch in battle, but the problem is I have to survive 2 attacks. And his T-Rex should not survive 2 attacks here. This should be a 2 and Q, but we get the critical hit, so that's 1 and done, as a matter of fact. But as you can see, I'd never had a good situation. I could have just brought it in for just because. The problem was, as I collect my 90 coins, the problem is getting to survive. It wasn't going to survive 2 attacks from Velociraptor. You need it to be, it's so situational that you need your opponent to be using, that's odd, my match timed out. You need your opponent to be using more of a tankier dinosaur. Against Velociraptor, I just don't see it, no matter if Strike goes first or if having all kinds of connection issues here. No matter if Strike goes first or Pounce goes first, I just don't see a level 11 Stygimoloch surviving those. Now my game crashed, but it allowed me to get back in. My T-Rex just got knocked out, and I think that this is a good opportunity against an Ankylosaurus to use Stygimoloch. So he used instant invincibility. Now I don't want to hit and run. Since I'm faster, it's going to give me the opportunity to attack a second time, and I'm going to survive, which is going to set me up nicely for the KO here. But I'm going to keep my Stygimoloch in the battle arena because I have both of my good moves set up. So what we're going to do is we're going to do instant charge. I'm going to go first, 100% guaranteed stun on the Gorgosaurus, which is great. Now it is going to allow me to do a hit and run, impact and run, and I knocked that thing down more than half. It automatically switches me out into my Velociraptor, which I didn't even survive 1 attack. My Velociraptor instantly got plowed, so that wasn't good. But that is going to allow me to bring in my Allosaurus. I should be able to survive as long as I don't get critical hit here, and I didn't. So that's going to be a good game for my opponent. And there we go. That's about the best that you can hope for with your Stygimoloch. I would have definitely preferred it switch into the Allosaurus instead of the Velociraptor. In that specific situation, I think maybe most of the time Velociraptor is actually going to be the better one to swap into. That's all I've got for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something today. And let me know in the comments, what do you think about Stygimoloch? Do you think it's a good enough dinosaur to make it onto your team? Were you even able to unlock it? during this event, and what do you think happened to those incubators? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys next time.